Office of Healthcare Innovation and Learning is the top tier of healthcare innovation within VHA. And so we are really in charge of making sure that VA is always pointed toward the future, figuring out how we can ensure that veteran care is not at its best just today, but also 20 years, 30 years, 40 years from today. So one of the most important things that I believe OHIL is doing is empowering and supporting frontline employees in bringing their ideas to life.
The best way to do this is looking at the horizon, what's coming out into the future, and what should we be thinking about and trying with patients, which are our veterans, in urban areas and rural areas, with a diverse population. We need to drive innovation and look for the things out there that are going to lead to success when it comes to a veteran. We take on the order of 1,000 things, and our job in the innovation office is to bring that down to the 100 things.
No one knows those challenges in veteran care better than the employees that provide that care every day, and better than the veterans themselves.
My name is Rosto Butler. I represent the Paralyzed Veterans of America. Veteran service organizations want to make sure that VA is doing the right thing to meet the needs of our nation veterans. And through collaboration, we can ensure that the needs of our nation veteran is being met through innovative ideas.
Carlos Diaz, Air Force veterans. I spent about 21 years as an Air Force officer doing public affairs for the United States Air Force on a variety of assignments. After I got out, we had to do at one point a surgery with my neck, and right now I'm in the hospital doing rehabilitation at the Spinal Cord Injury Center here in Richmond.
I'm Brian Burkhardt. I'm the hub site lead for the Richmond Office of Advanced Manufacturing. A veteran has a need. If it's not able to be solved by what we can purchase, then we design and 3D print those things. For Carlos, that's exactly what we did.
With the challenge that presented after the surgery, I needed some options of adaptive equipment to make sure I'm able to type, work with the keyboard, also move the mouse, which you don't realize how hard it is to move a mouse. It's something that you take for granted.
He came to us with lots of goals. Some of those goals we could solve with off-the-shelf products, and some we couldn't. So kind of in collaboration with him and his therapist, we used 3D printers to produce custom items to help him meet those needs, like the keyboard button presser that doesn't exist anymore that we were able to make for him, but then also modify it so that he could use it on his touchscreen as well.
The folks of this office have really bent backwards to look for options for me to get better and actually get back to work.
To be able to go to your medical facility and have a custom medical device made just for you, it might not exist anywhere else in the world. It's made specifically for you. That's unique to VA.
For example, I can communicate with my family. I don't have really good use of my hands, but via technology, they were able to set me up with my tablet and able to have communication with my wife every day, see the kids, talk to them, stay connected with them, and really has helped my morale and my focus on getting better while I'm here at the hospital.
I myself am an Air Force veteran. I am a service-disabled Iraq War veteran. About 30% of VA employees are veterans themselves. Having that voice of the veteran is so critical to us, making sure that our brothers and sisters at arms are represented in the innovations that we are moving forward with that will become the future of VA care.
Don't be afraid to ask for help, which sometimes is the biggest part of veterans. We have done so many things in life, and it was like, let's move on, let's suck it up. Sometimes because we do that, we are not comfortable asking for help. And the resources are available. Those are your resources. Those are ones that were earned. Taking advantage of them is the best thing you can do for yourself and for your family too.
I feel a lot of gratitude and inspired to keep leaning in and what's next so that we can continue to improve what we do for veterans. It is at the heart of why I stay and do and teach others how to affect change in the healthcare delivery system in the Veterans Health Administration.